Hello everybody, this is Threezero, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the MdLX Threezero Starscream figures. So in this video, we're going to open him up in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to have a detailed look at him, his articulation and the accessories that come with him. Now he doesn't transform because he is an MdLX Threezero figure, but we will do some comparisons with him and some other Starscream figures, as well as some other Threezero figures as well. So there's still loads to get through with this video, and I'm sure he's still going to look absolutely amazing. The best thing, I suppose the best way you can describe these figures are modern day action masters, but with a lot more going on with them. I need to also again thank Aaron Cummings, one of my subscribers, who very kindly has lent me these. And look at that, he hasn't even opened them yet. Bless him. Thank you very much. Right, you can also get these at Show Z and most other places, but I want to have a look at the packaging first and foremost. That looks like some amazing artwork of him there. And I know on this channel I do review some figures which aren't licensed by Hasbro or Takara. Now the reason why this one is, you can see there you've got the official licensing, is quite simply because, as I've just said, he doesn't transform. Right, now this feels really weighty. Now some of these figures have quite a bit of die cast in them, and they usually have a load of accessories. As I say, the only negative is that they don't transform, unfortunately. However, they are perfect for displays, for photographers, anything like that. And again, and if you're not too bothered about them transforming, you've got nothing to worry about. Right, there is the packaging. That looks great. I'm going to keep that there. Hopefully it won't take too much away from it. Right, so we can see there that we've got sorry for the glare, 1, 2, 3 additional sets of hands, 2 blasters like null rays. We've got a different face. We've got the 2 bladed weapons it looks like he's got there. We've got the wings. The wings you are going to attach. Oh, they're stuck in. Let's see if I can get these out. The wings we're going to attach ourselves. That's much bigger than the little backpack we attached to Optimus Prime. These are the little, I think they're a bit like size, but I don't know what to call them. Let me see if there's a proper name for them here on this sheet. I am going to try and get this done all in one particular take, because again, it's a more true to life unboxing of the actual figure. So yeah, there you go. That's how we attach everything to it. And then usually there's a little bit of instructions there for articulation. So I was saying as I was unboxing him that it's basically this generation's or a modern, excuse me, let me see if I can get, oh, it's way too loud. Apologies for the noise there. It is a modern day action master figure, really well protected, and nice, and yeah, well protected. So there you go. Now he looks, at the moment he looks totally out of proportion. His legs look ginormous and his arms look tiny, but that's because we haven't attached anything to him yet. So it looks quite simple. They are going to fit there. Now all the weight, these are they metal, or is the metal in, I think the metal's in the back of the joints again. I thought they were metal because of the colour of them and how heavy they felt. A lot of the weight is in the knees though. Right, that's better. That's making him look a lot more, yeah, in proportion. That is stunning. That really is so good. So as I say, yeah, for those of you who don't know too much about them, they are licensed by Hasbro and Takara. They can use the correct names. They can use the symbol, the faction symbols, and yeah, they can make amazing figures like this with permission. So let's have a look. There's the head sculpt. It is beautiful. If you watch the neck, the whole neck moves, not just the head. The neck will move backwards and forwards, side to side. The head will also do the same. You can also rotate it around. Now the shoulders, now with these figures, I've got used to the fact that they've got a couple of joints going on here, so you can definitely get the T. Even if you don't think you're going to get clearance with the shoulder, it moves out that little bit more. You've got a swivel just underneath the shoulder pad as well there, which you can see. You've got a bicep flexion. You've got pretty much like a double bicep movement. Even though it's just exactly as an elbow works, there is 2 hinges. Oh, I've knocked the wings off. One in there and one in there, so you can bend it all the way up. Now there's obviously going to be wrist articulation because you can change the hands. then usually not too difficult to change, but I was having a bit of trouble with the ones the other day, and that was mainly due to the fact that they're brand new. But I'll show you hopefully in a second that it's not too hard. Now you've got an ab crunch as well on these, which you do have on these figures. See it there, you can see that the nose cone is bending in, as well as the normal bending down at the waist, the hip skirts. All of these are individuals. You can move these all up and around, so you can kick the leg all the way forward, you can move the skirts at the back, you might just have to adjust the wings, but you can move these all the way back. You can swivel at the top of the hip. You can see there's actually die cast through there in the joint, which is good. You've got a huge knee bend. You've got some of these like little sort of shock absorbers. Maybe that's to allow it to bend. I don't know what that's for actually. Usually obviously it's for a transformation where you fold over and it rests in the top of that. You've got these huge blasters in the back. You've got loads of movement in the toes. You've got a toe tilt, ankle tilt, rock, etc. There's loads going on there. It's crazy how much movement that you do get, and I suppose exactly that, just how posable they are. Now you can as well, I'm pretty sure, pop his, I'm going to call them null rays. Now correct me if I'm wrong guys, but I'm sure Starscream is the only one who's, they're actually called null rays. I'm sure they're called something else with other figures. They do slot into there no problem whatsoever. It doesn't affect the articulation on them at all, which is great. Let's have a look at some of the hands then. So which other hands have we got here? So we've got like an open one. I suppose if you had that hand, you'd be able to attach. Oh, let's see, would the blaster go in there? Yeah, it would go in there. I'm going to say no problem. I'm going to attempt to do this. Now, to be honest, as I say, I make this look worse than what it is. They are just very simple balls, mushroom pegs like that. But on camera, oh no, I was going to say I make it look worse, and that's because it's not right in front of me. It's because I'm reaching around, obviously trying to get it on camera. There we go. It is pretty much that simple though, guys. I didn't want to give you the wrong impression that it was nigh on impossible to attach, because they're not. It's just mushroom pegs, ball and sockets, whatever you want to call it. I can't make my mind up actually if I prefer them in his hands or not, or on the side. Let me just attach this one back in. Oh, would you believe it? Are they, what's the word after? No, they're not. Oops, I thought what I was going to say is that they were, you know, side specific, because I didn't think it was going to fit in. This obviously doesn't fall off. It's just me knocking it off. Now we've got a set of open hands as well. Now I'm not going to take the entire video up just opening up all of these, just to show you, because I'm sure you can work out how simple it is and how you've just seen me change over the hands. So there's a few different hands that we can use. So we've got one there that would be holding on to the bladed weapon. Let's have a look what else there is here. So there's another two ones, yeah, one for like holding on to guns, etc. And we've got open palms like that. Then we've got also, can I grab it? I can't get it out. This will be more for the weapons, I would imagine, yes, because I think you could probably slide a few fingers through this. But either way, they are, yeah, you can move them as well. They're not rock solid, and you know, you're not in any danger of snapping them either, which is most important. And of course the face sculpt, which I've knocked out. Now to be honest, I've never changed a face on a Threezero figure, so this is going to be totally new for me, and it's thankfully as simple as that. All I did was applied a little bit of pressure underneath it and it popped off, and there we go. There is the new face. How different is that to that one? I can't tell, to be honest. That looks like he's yelling. Right, there you go. I just need to do a few things just to show you, I suppose, how good he looks. Now, to be fair, I probably need to grab the Bumblebee Starscream, which I haven't got ready, unfortunately. I've got this guy ready, which just goes to show you that these figures are bigger than a Voyager class. They're just that little bit bigger than your Voyager class, which is obviously what I wanted to show you. You can tell there. There you go. So that's of course the Siege mold. That is the Studio Series, but it is of course the Earthrise mold. Let me move these out of the way. Then for a bit of fun, we've got the Generation 1 original. So there we go. And no, he's not really based on the Bumblebee, to be fair. He is based more on the G1 look of him. Right, so just to give you an idea now, this isn't what was I going to say? This isn't for like displays. This is to give you an idea of size. So just to prove, there we go. Let's do some mainline figures. So there's some Voyager class. There's a core class. Oh, I've got another one there. Just because he's there. So yeah, this is mainline figures to give you an idea of how big he is. And now if I bring in some other figures, which again, they aren't to display, it's just you might not collect these, you might want to know how big they are, whether they'll fit on your shelf, etc. Like if you only collect Legends figures and you want to know how big he is, these are literally double the size of your Legend scale figures. So again, you're going to need bigger shelves if you're going to start to collect these. So just for those of you who don't know, New Age, Iron Factory, Magic Square and Doctor Wu. And then just very quickly, I'm going to bring in, because he very kindly lent me 3 figures all at once. This is the gold Year of the Dragon Optimus Prime, which is there. Starscream's a little bit bigger. And this is the Generation 2 Deco Megatron. Now, obviously, the Generation 1 Deco is the same size. And of course, because this is Starscream, that means Q, and we already know because we've seen pictures already, Thundercracker and Skywarp as well. So this is the height of them all. This is how they're all going to come along. And to be honest, there's not really much more to show you about that. Maybe just a little bit more of the detail on it, because to be honest, I don't think I've really given you much of that, to be fair. Look how good it looks. I suppose it's because I've just took it for granted how good it does actually look, but not, you guys can't see. So I want you to see the fact that yes, it's super articulate. Yes, you can pose him amazingly, way better than I can even imagine, but just the extra bits of detail on here. Funnily enough, that's just given me an idea. No, totally different. I was thinking maybe, because obviously there's the Starscream. I'm saying totally different. Yeah, not with this one anyway, but what I was going to do, I think you remember, guys, there's the Starscream Optimus Prime statues and stuff going around. I thought perhaps I could replicate that, but the answer is obviously not. And that is definitely all I've got to say on this guy now. So this is your Threezero MdLX Starscream figure. And yeah, again, thank you very much, Aaron, for letting me live vicariously through these. If I had space, you never know, I'd probably get these as well, because they do look spectacular, and I'm sure you could put them in epic poses and create some epic battle scenes as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.